Okay, so this is kind of intended to be a Vortex tutorial. I'm just going to do a run on easy and just kind of try to explain what goes on. We're going to try some more advanced stuff, but I can't promise that we're going to get some of the out-of-bounds skips or stuff like that, and there's some video already of me going out of bounds, so I'll try to explain it, even if it doesn't happen. So we're just going to do the run on easy. I'm expecting easy probably to be the most popular category, since like normal and hard are like ridiculous and hard to understand, but the main differences are enemies take more hits, and the bosses have, it looks like, several different hitboxes to target. On the harder difficulties, you just have to kill one hitbox. And there's also, at least on hard, the possibility for some enemies, if they hit you enough, to become invisible. Or not invisible, invincible, meaning. So stuff like the bombers, any of the bomber enemies, if they hit you 3 times, that's it. You gotta try to escape from them somehow to reset them. And that's what makes hard very difficult. It kind of looks like it might be some sort of a bug, actually, for that enemy. But I don't know. We have to take a look at what's actually happening behind the scenes to figure that one out. So basically, I kind of recommend using CPU targeting, at least when starting out. It does introduce a tiny bit of lag, but it tends to work in your favor, because Vortex, the lag in Vortex actually affects enemies too. It can essentially make it so that the enemies can't really hit you. So the more that's going on, the less likely things are going to be able to target you. Which is part of the reason why, at least from an enemy standpoint, easy is not so easy, actually. They're much more likely to hit you because there's a lot less going on the screen. So without further ado, yeah, let's do it. So we're just gonna go start. Game. And timing starts when you press a button on the briefing screen here. Alright. Ready, set, and go. So what I'm going to do is just morph into the Sonic Jet real quick, because, fun fact, these guys really don't do much to me. And you don't use fuel in this this mode. Okay. So what I'm doing is a tiny bit risky. I'm just trying to kill all these guys all the bombers is what I'm focusing on. These little ships. Now, normally, since these guys are so close, we're going to destroy them. And I'm just thrusting, using the thrust button to get things away. Okay, so Syraxis, we're going to switch to hard shell, because we can't actually hit him here. And we're just going to take him down. There we go. And he's one of the only ones who has 2 hitboxes there. Alright, so we're on to Kriston. This is the first, like, overworld or open world one. I'm just gonna ignore these 2. Oops. And just go for the triangle key door. And I'm going to mostly use land burner here, except to switch to avoid those rockets. Okay. And it's basically just avoiding doors. This is actually a lot harder than it looks. What did I do? Did I flip myself? Yep. I would take these rooms slow your first time around. Alright. I am in... Yeah. And the hard shell mode protects against those rockets entirely. You don't have to take any damage there using it. Alright, so here we've got the passkey. So I'm going to try something a little bit interesting here. I'm going to try an out of bounds. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull forward. Missed it. So what would normally happen is okay. Normally what would happen is you'd go right through that door to the other side, and then that will allow you to basically get to another point in the underground faster. So I'm just going to take out some enemies to reduce our lag. And switch to hard shell real quick. And then we'll take them out with that. Okay, so square is up here. I'm just going to boost a little. My start button is half broken. Alright, so I'd recommend getting this pickup here. It should be rockets, yeah, which is useful for later. So we just retrieved the square key. Okay, we get an energy bonus there. Jump over the man traps. Jump the door. Okay. And hopefully that will, yeah. Usually those take out the ooh. Alright, so I'm going to show you a safe strat for these. Now, you can basically just go right through them and not take too much damage. If you have to, if you've lost a lot of life, you can totally do that. Yeah, and jumping is always a good thing to do. Yeah, and learning the quick switch is very important. Getting your timing right. Okay, so we're going to try this again. This one's harder because I got to come in from an angle. I almost got it there. Okay, so we got to avoid the cannon. That part is actually fairly dangerous. Let me just reference my own map real quick. Yeah, so we need to be all the way over here. I'm just gonna push it to the limit here. Alright, and we're gonna get the weird trapezoid key now. Gonna bomb, make sure we got all the enemies. Missed one. He was out of range. Okay, so we got the key, but we kind of need to do a little bit of a refill here, and we need to get some weapons and stuff for the boss. Okay. So here is the item room for Kriston. And it's got, there's no enemies here, it's got some useful power-ups. And an energy refill that helps us not have to use Lieutenant Dante's refilling capabilities. Yeah, and this one is almost impossible to get the out of bounds on. So now we gotta go and get this. We're going in here. I think we triggered that one already. That's cool. Went a little too far. Yeah, sometimes it helps a little to back up if you're not sure how close you are to those. Oh, jeez. Of course. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do this the safe way. Take a few hits. Alright, so we are gonna probably take a refill through Dante. I'm gonna show you how to do that. So you just gotta go to the edge of the map. So right here, basically. Let's bomb the enemies so that they get off our tails. And basically it's time-based. You just kind of have to sit here until she says leaving mission area. You can kind of get it to trigger a little faster, or at least it feels faster, by transforming. Alright, so we're gonna go here, and we're gonna jet. Alright, and now we're going to come to the boss here. Darius is kind of a piece of cake. You just kind of jump backwards a little, shoot your missiles off. And fire the big cannon. So this is an extra life stage. There's 3 of these. I would recommend trying to do them because resetting the game and inputting the level code is actually slightly slower than doing the levels in most cases. Plus, you'll probably need the extra lives for a good chance at doing Trantor. Yeah. Pretty good. Alright. So, Voltaire. So, Voltaire is kind of a really hard stage, especially for newbies. Expect to die here a lot, because what you have to do is kind of, well, a little nutty. To be able to do Voltaire fast, you got to take a leap of faith. Because your fuel runs out real fast here. Alright, so you don't have a lot of fuel. The platforms are really wonky. There's some really tough enemies. And it's very dangerous to land burner on these. I'm controlling it very well, but I would half expect me to die at least somewhere here. So we are going to avoid this. Oh, hello. Okay, saved myself. And that's why you want at least a bare minimum of fuel left, so that you can save yourself if that happens. Because there's some platforms here that are really wonky. Alright, so we're just going to try and get over here. To stop your forward momentum, you can switch to another guy here, but we want to change back, and we want to equip the cannon because we're gonna be facing off against the real final boss, a fan. So we're going to switch back to the laser. So basically, Spartacus here, you just have to shoot his pinwheels. Okay, and now flip around and do the same leap of faith tactic. Okay, so now we switch to cannons, and we switch here, and we just keep jumping at him. And this strategy is basically the same for all difficulty levels. And I'm using rockets here as well. Alright, so Voltaire's special stage, it's really not worth doing since there's an easy death for you right there. So that means we're done with Voltaire. Okay, so now we're on to Thermos. Thermos doesn't really have any skips. It's probably one of the more boring levels too, unfortunately. I'm just gonna get rid of those guys. So we want to collect this. And we're going to try and kill as many things here. So this Thermos introduces the concept of locks, and they're kind of a pain. Jeez. So many of you. There we go. Alright, so something about the locks, you want to approach them with Land Burner. And then don't get too close though. I got a little too close. Because the closer you are, the more lag is introduced, and the more issues you could have actually targeting them properly. So you basically, as Simon says, you basically do what the thing said to you on the big screen, and you just insert whichever command it tells you. Okay, plus square plus square, easy one. Alright, so next one is all the way over here. But first, we're going to make a pit stop at the Weapons Emporium here. So you see the blinking yellow dot over there on the map? That's Vortex's way of telling you there's something over there. Alright. So navigating these, you can pretty much just continuously jump. Oh, what? Did I not get that? Well, usually you can continuously jump. Oh well. I should be turning around. Was not expecting that to happen. Guess I took the corner a little weird. Alright. Okay, so we're going over here. Did we? Oh, we did get those guys still. Alright, so we want a land burner. Square, whatever that is. That guy, square. Whatever that is. Weird square. Alright. Alright. Plus alright, so we have just one more lock to get, but first we're gonna grab this. Missiles are good. We're gonna need them. Oh, no. I think I want to be over here, because if I can remember correctly, there's a health bonus. Yeah, there is. Alright, so let's just wait for the giant thing of enemies. Good. Alright. So we'll pick up the energy. Swift into land burner. Okay. Okay, so this guy, we jump back, fire a lot of missiles. Okay, so now we want to go forward. And this is the safe way of doing them. We don't really have to jump back. Alright, so now we're at the edge of the map. So basically, you just keep doing this. Just trying to get away from him fast as possible. And then morphing into the jet. And I am not hitting him well today. can usually get him in like 2 or 3. Got him. So that's a little risky doing that. To start off, don't do that. Just jump away from them. But yeah. So Thermos is another one where you probably want to get the extra life because it saves some time if you do the level well. Bam. Alright, so my memo, it's okay. There's a couple of tricks here that we're going to try. I think they sometimes depend on some stuff here, some lag and despawn stuff. But first we're going to go into the secret item repository for this one. Because we need this. The end boss of this one is no joke. Even on easy. And that one's short. Technically we could have, oh, they killed each other. Alright, so, fun thing to do here, we can collect the defense droid. So we're going to target this guy that's going to spawn in. So that our droid goes after him, hopefully. We're going to kill this guy ourselves. I'm going to collect another energy ball. Collect one more energy ball. Alright. I just want to kill this guy since he causes a lot of lag. Okay. Let's switch to land burner real quick. Oh, jeez. Okay. So come in for pickup. So yeah, we want her to take us back real quick because we're gonna hopefully get to do a little despawn trick with these. Okay, just gonna make sure I'm in the right. Yeah. Good. We were far enough away. And they did despawn. Okay. So we're gonna have her pick us up again because it's fast. About as fast as the jet. And we're gonna hopefully land right on the elevator. Bam. So there's a visual cue. There's like a little dot in the center of the bunch. Bam. Switch to hard shell. I'm just gonna eat this rocket. Ugh. I was trying not to do that. Okay, so to do these safely, you can just, oh god. That was not good. Almost died there. No! Oh god. Well, we'll be using hard shell for the rest of this. We got really lucky. Alright, luckily, I don't think there's anything terrible around this corner until the shooty guy. Okay, and this is always a health pickup. Alright, so this guy is no joke. We do have to excuse me there, do things quite precisely on him. So you back up and you start jumping away because he has freaking flamethrowers. So now, just shoot, 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 shoot. Go like that. Just continue to shoot. And he's dead. And that's the fastest way to get him, really. Okay. So now we're going to go back through the Vortex. And these guys, these weird, like, I don't know, they're like weird You know what? They're like weird dildo things. I really don't know how else to describe them. So, saving these enemies for later, and especially in hard mode, it's kind of important to judge what you should take out first. Hard mode, Vortex 2, is nearly impossible. So, Sonic Jet a bit, and I don't suggest remaining in Sonic Jet for this one, because the vast majority of enemies don't despawn and can outrun you. Oh dear. So yeah, these guys hit. I didn't actually mean to use a bomb there, too. Yeah. So, we're just gonna wait and make sure we collect this energy. Yeah. So these lasers that these guys spawn hurt. They're quite awful. Now, I wouldn't suggest using the jet as much as I am. If this is your first time through here, take it slow. Vortex 2 is deceptively difficult, but once you're to the second part here, you should be okay, at least. What? I swear that was not what I meant to do. So these are like little suicide ships. Just, they don't deal a whole lot of damage, just make sure you kill them. Kill them before they get to you. Same with the bombers. Yikes. That was close. Okay, so this boss again, no joke. He's very difficult. Expect to die your first time through. Yeah, so at least on easy, the priority is killing the weird, like, I don't know, the weird sex toy thing. But on other difficulties, starting with normal, it may not be the correct choice because they absorb tons and tons and tons of damage. So we're gonna switch, throw one bomb in, switch. So as soon as he starts coming towards you again, you can target him. And that's the easy way to do it. Just abuse hard shell. Alright. So Trantor is a pain in the neck level. There's really no way around it. It's very, very long. There's no way to really escape the locks except by taking a death. Taking a death makes it easier because it resets the locks, but we're going to try not to do that here because, you know. So use bombs judiciously to clear enemies. Take care of the land cannons there when you can. Get all of the power-ups. Because most of the time you'll need them. At least to get rid of the enemies in the level. Alright. Okay, plus this guy, plus this guy. Alright. Alright, this is our first defense droid on the level. He's good, he's useful. He helps us out quite a bit. This is the first energy on the level. I definitely recommend getting it. And now, one of the things about easy mode as opposed to other difficulties is there's actually more health power-ups. So there we go. Ooh. All right. Okay, so we're gonna skip some of the enemies here. What? Thought I came out of it. Okay, we're gonna target this guy just because he can kind of hit us. Alright, so Okay. I'm trying to save some electro bombs so that we can get this. So we're gonna activate, and that's the fun thing about this map, you can actually still get picked up. So we're gonna use that to our advantage and get a refill here. So always reset your velocity by switching right beforehand. So we're going to skip a little bit of a section here because we're just trying to do things fast. We're going to get this because we need the electro bombs. Because we need to do that. Plus okay. Gotta get another electro bomb. Oh geez. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this is one of those where we can get a health refill, and we will, because we're no dummy. So this is our second defense droid. To make him last longer, we kill this thing, because he gets hit a bunch. Otherwise, another electro bomb right there. Oh jeez, let's not kill him ourselves. Defense droid, very useful here. Okay, so these... it's an energy bonus, and this is a cannon bonus. I don't remember. Ah! Did it anyway. Okay, so we're gonna try and save some of our electro bombs here. We're just gonna go. So this is probably the most dangerous part here. And yeah, we can actually get a refill here, but you want to wait. Ooh, I messed it up. Alright. So here's what happens when you mess it up. Jeez. You just want to go over here again. Okay, this, 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 this. Good. Alright, so we're just gonna blow these guys. We get a health refill. Reset velocity. Alright. Pick up a missile bonus there. Rocket bonus. So this last one here is a health restore. We're not going to take that yet. Don't want to go too far because that triggers the boss. You gotta blow these guys up. Okay, so now we're on to the boss, and he's very difficult. I'm gonna try to just focus on him. Okay, so now we Sonic Jet over. Okay, now we're going to Sonic Jet around him again. And we're going to go pretty much all the way over here because we want his minions to despawn. And everything's despawned now, so it's totally safe to do that. So we're going to try and just get him most of the way down. And we're going to save a tiny bit. Okay. Hopefully he's not killed by his minions. There we go. Because that would be bad. Okay. Oh, we didn't get his little pieces down. So just keep switching to hard shell. So I didn't get the piece despawn, but that's almost better because then I can show you what you do. So you basically have to target his oh shit! Well, that's the new easy world record too. But just to explain him, there's 3 phases essentially. You gotta shoot down his arms, much like the other bosses, and then you have to take down his chest, and the goal with the chest is to do it far away enough so that you despawn his minions and his basically core and the head. And then the little head module, the other head module, will come and fly at you, and that's what you have to destroy finally. So the best way to do that, if you don't get him within the first flow of him coming towards you, you can basically switch between hard shell, which will prevent most of the damage, and then just use the cannon shots to get him and just try to focus on wherever he's going. If you use the rockets when he's too close, it creates a lot of lag, and it's actually a little bit slower. The best thing to do if you have some missiles left is to use the missiles and the cannon, because that not only does more damage, but it actually introduces less lag for whatever reason. And he's kind of brutal. Honestly, make save states, test things out, and if you can, save some electro bombs for him. Take it slow. Just make sure you get far enough away from him every single time. Otherwise, you're going to be in for a world of hurt, because he can take your life bar from like basically full to nothing in like seconds. So yeah, pretty much Vortex. So like I said, on higher difficulties like hard and normal, the bosses seem to have like a couple of different hitboxes, and you need to just destroy one hitbox to kill them. So if you're firing on one direction and suddenly the boss switches sides, obviously that kind of screws things up. There may actually be some sort of quick kill tech, like for example, maybe if you hit a side that doesn't have a hitbox or was programmed without one, it may just outright kill him, and that seems to happen most often with missiles, from what I've seen. I can't really tell you what triggers that yet because I haven't fully tested out, but that's on the list to do. So hopefully we'll have an answer there. And this actually is the easy world record now, I guess, because this saves like 9 minutes. I didn't mean to do that, but apparently my old run wasn't that great. So some things that we didn't get in this, we didn't get any out of bounds, and out of bounds does save a ton of time in Kriston. And it also may save a little bit of time in Magmemo, but only because it makes it easier to kill the cannons. You don't have to waste electro bombs there, which may make the final boss a little bit shorter in Magmemo. Other than that, I don't think there's too much. The one thing I have to warn you about is the difficulty for hard ramps up significantly once you get to Magmemo and Vortex 2. Vortex 2 is quite nearly impossible to do without a lot of save state practice. I don't know how you're supposed to deal with the missile throwing robots in the middle of the level. There's like 2 cases where they are, and they're just insane. I really have no idea how you are supposed to deal with them. So Vortex 2 basically is the hard run. There's really no way around that level without some significant practice. Because the main problem with it is there are no health refills. There's 0 health refills for the entirety of Vortex 2. And Trantor you can do fine. You don't need to do a whole bunch with Trantor. But, like, I don't know. Well, anyways, feel free to leave me a comment or anything if you have any questions. I'm going to be posting this on YouTube, and hopefully I'll be posting up the maps. Actually, I wonder if I can quickly do that here. I don't think I can. I'm pretty sure it's... well, they're quite basic right now. I might want to fill them in a little bit more. I think it would be too hard considering the program that I'm using to just try to display them on the video. But anyways, yep, guess I'll sign off here. This was Vortex.